if you're looking at the challenges that lay ahead over the next 3 to 6 months for the government, you have divided power, you have really serious fiscal problems that you have to show the ability to address. It's not unlike 1990. You were able to put together a pretty good package in 1990 that paved the way for ending deficits subsequently. Could something like that happen now? What was so different about 1990 than what we have now?
Well, I think it would be more difficult to do it, Alan. I came to the Senate in January of 1977. And when I came there, you had Southern Democrats and moderate Republicans and a lot of collegiality. And you could really get things done then. And there was a respect for each other, a sense of civility that I don't really see in the Senate as much anymore. But the difference then from now is you had, I think, an agreement among all the parties that we had a problem and we had to do whatever was necessary, no matter how politically unpopular, to get the deal done. Because and
the costs were pretty severe. I mean, President Bush didn't get a second term. Poor Dick Darman was chased out of the Republican Party and never allowed back.
I lost my next election.
Chris, trying to channel President Obama, he's just been reelected. He's got a mandate. And there were a lot of issues that were not very clear in the campaign, but the one about raising revenue was clear. It's not a full program. Really, the goal should have been, and has to be now, to adopt a bipartisan long-term debt reduction program for America. So I'd make the statement that the president made, sort of setting down a marker and leaving a little room, which he did. And now I'd go to work in a very personal way. And I will tell you respectfully that I think the president, I'll put it this way, he reached a conclusion somewhere in his first 2 years that the Republicans were not going to cooperate with him, the Republicans in Congress. And I understand why, but I think he stopped trying too soon. And I think this time, with this mandate, he's got to channel Lyndon Johnson. I mean, he can't give up, and he's got to also. Trent's right. The solution to this is leadership and political backbone, and a willingness to take on the interest groups on the margins of both parties, which drive the debate, even though the majority, kind of on the 60 yards in the middle of the field, as opposed to the 20 yards on either side, desperately want us to solve the problem. I think the president has to engage totally. I don't think there should be a political go out to the public kind of thing.
But Senator Lott, that's what I mean, if you believe what was in the papers this morning, that's what he's doing. He's going to go out to the public and make his case. He's not channeling Lyndon Johnson. He seems to be channeling Teddy Roosevelt.
Well, maybe we're all defining ourselves by the decades we were directly involved, but he is going to have to get more involved in the messy business of legislating. He's going to have to provide some leadership. When Bill Clinton was president, Newt Gingrich was speaker, and I was the leader in the Senate, we got things done. Welfare reform, safe drinking water, portability of insurance, balanced budgets, and a surplus.
Right.
And Clinton was directly involved. I can remember getting calls from him at weird hours of the night. I always wondered what he was doing up. But I mean, he would know the section of a bill and how much money was in it. And I remember there was one like the S-chip, the children's health care thing, and he said, can you add, I don't know, let's just say 10 million more, which is chicken feed, you know. But we made some concessions to him, and he made concessions to us, and we got the job done. But I guess now I'm going to begin to act a little bit like a Republican. First of all, while the Democrats won, I wouldn't call this a mandate. If there's a mandate, it is for the president and the Congress to start working together. He doesn't talk to the members of Congress. Democrats will tell you that. He hasn't been engaged.